Good morning, dear tutor and classmate. My name is Julio Cesar Velasco Carrera. I'm a student of 7th semester of the university. Here is my ID card. Today I am going to talk about the main difficulties to teach or learn sentence structure in the EFL classroom. For this activity, I create a dialogue or conversation between Julio and Marco. Julio, learning a language is a complex process for some students. This occurs without major difficulties. However, others don't have a good performance and their learning encounters multiple difficulties. Marco, it's true. There are several factors that reproduce the learning of the English, but what do you think if we talk about the difficulties of teaching or learning sentences in English in the classroom? Julio, I think it's a good idea because it is important. It's a very important topic. Sentence structure is very important because it helps to develop English writing skills. Marco, the first difficulty I can notice is the teacher does not have necessary creativity to teach sentence structure because the teachers only focus on teaching routine and does not implement new strategies such as an infographic, picture, etc. Julio, I agree with you, but also another difficulty is that the student gets confused with the different grammar sentence because we know that for the present simple the grammatical structure is subject plus verb plus complement, while for the past simple it is subject plus verb in past plus complement. This happens because English teachers tend to teach sentence structure like in Spanish. Marco, but there are also studies, Julio, that show that there are different types of sentences that exist in the English language, and these are active voice, passive voice, middle voice, declarative, interrogative, copula, and not copula. All of these affect the moment of teach and learn sentences structure. Marco, in the classroom, another difficulty that may exist when teaching sentences structure is that students are afraid of making mistake with the students when they learn a grammatical tense, and it is sentence and its sentences structure are afraid to participate orally and writing way. Julio, another difficulty is that the teacher do not mention different type of sentences at school or high school. That is why we are also going to talk about each type of sentences to avoid future students these difficulties when learning and applying sentences structure inside and outside the class. Marco, what do you think if we also give example of each of these type of sentences? Active voice, focus on doer or performance, that is who performer the action, Julio. While the active voice when applying the sentences structure focuses on who receives the action, for example, I'm doing my homework. Rebecca will hit the ball. Marco, they are very good examples. Now, the passive voice refers to receives the action and the middle voice does not have identified receivers. For example, the TV is being watched by him. The ball was kicked by her. Julio, while the structure of declarative sentences allow affirmations and denials. For example, declarative affirmations. Vanessa is tall and thin. Carla and Michael is singing. In the case of declarative negative is, for example, Vanessa is not tall and thin. Carla and Michael are not singing. Marco, while interrogative statements allow questions to be formulated using to verb to be. For example, does Carla want to participate in the seminar? Is Vanessa tall and thin? Julio, the last difficulty in the teaching or learning about sentences structure is knowing about the copula and non-copula construction. For example, the cake is expensive. The youngest children are playing on the grass. And finally, and the non-copula verbs are known as do verb because they need an auxiliary to build sentences. That is why important that the student learn the correct use of different auxiliaries. For example, Laura has a good job in MSP. Mary is looking through the window. Marco, hurry up, Julio. It's time to finish the explanation. Goodbye, dear students. Julio, goodbye, everyone, and thank you very much.